Good morning everyone and welcome for today's session. In last session in chapter number 3 export finance we were discussing about marine insurance. Let's have a quick look before moving ahead. Marine insurance is an agreement between two parties, that is insurer and insuree. It is an agreement whereby the insurer undertakes the guarantee against any kind of marine loss or losses identical to marine adventures. It means when the goods are transporting from one country to another country through seaways, at that time due to certain nature of the sea there are certain type of risk arises. Now if this risk will lead to loss for exporter, then such type of losses are covered under marine insurance. And then we have insurable interest. It means who can take the insurance. There are two important features, that is there must be a physical object exposed to maritime perils and there must be a legal relationship with the object. So there are many people having insurable interest and those all people can take marine insurance. Now moving ahead with maritime perils. Peril means risk. Maritime peril means at a time of transporting goods through seaways there are certain type of risk arises. Those all risks are called as maritime perils and these all type of risks are covered under marine insurance. So in this, the first one is perils of the sea. There are this includes any kind of accident or casualties arises due to the nature of the sea, like heavy weather condition, heavy rain, and then too much and not an ordinary wind. If there is so much of wind and due to this wind if the ship got damaged, then it is covered under perils of the sea. But it do not include the normal wind, the action of normal winds and waves, because waves are the inherent of nature of the sea. But say for example, if at a time of transportation there is very bad weather condition arises, and due to this bad weather condition if such a kind of tornado etc arise and if it will lead to loss, then it is covered under perils of the sea. Then next come is fire. Any damage caused by smoke, heat of fire or damaged due to water used to prevent the spread of fire, or any kind of fire arising from lighting, explosion, negligence etc are covered under marine insurance. So any type of fire arises in ship and due to this if container faces some losses, then it is covered under marine insurance. As well as if the crew member has to use the water so that fire cannot prevent, and due to this water if any goods get damaged, then it is also covered under marine insurance. Then third comes man of war and enemies. In this, all type of losses or damages caused by hostile activity of enemy are covered under this marine insurance. So if any enemy's country and action taken by such enemy countries lead to loss, any kind of loss or risk, then it is covered under marine insurance. The next is pirate, robbers and thieves. Any activities which will lead to theft, pirating activities or robberies activities, and due to this if any goods or passenger or any article or any property of ship get damaged, then it is covered under marine insurance. The next is jettison. Now, jettison means in case if a ship got damaged, and to save the ship, if the crew member has to make the ship weight lighten the weight of ship. For that, if they are throwing away the containers on the ship so that ship cannot be shrunk fast and till time the help may arrive. So for this reason, if the crew member has to make the ship light weighted, and for making a ship light weighted, if they are throwing the goods, throwing the containers in the sea, this will lead to loss for the person who are owning the containers and the owner of the goods. They are facing loss. Such type of losses are also covered in the marine insurance under jettison. So jettison is throwing overboard a part of cargo or any other goods in order to lighten the ship in an emergency situation. So in case of any emergency situation, if the ship need to be lightweighted, then the crew members are throwing away all the goods and container etc. in the sea, and this will lead to loss. Such type of losses are covered under marine insurance. Then letter of mart and counter mart. Letter of mart provide the authority that if any individual will be attacked by enemy's merchant ship, then they have right to save themselves, as well as counter mart. So letter of mart and counter mart are issued by the state, that is the country's government, in case if any enemy's merchant ship is making attack, and in counter attack we have to also save ourselves and making counter attack. If this type of attack and counter attack will lead to any kind of loss, then it is covered under marine insurance. Then comes capture of the sea. This covers any kind of arrest, any kind of restraint, that is restricting activities by king, prince, people, or the politics of the nation. Then if any kind of such activity will lead to delay of goods and it will ultimately lead to loss of the goods, then they are covered under capture of the sea. Then barratry includes any kind of wrongful activity intentionally done by the crew members, that is the master of the ship and the other crew members, and if it will lead to loss for the exporter, then they are covered in marine insurance. They are called as barratry. Barratry means any wrongful activity done by the crew member and master of the sea. Here one condition is very important, that the exporter or the owner of the goods must not know, that he may not have any kind of knowledge that such activities are conducted by crew members or master of the ship. Then and then only it is covered under marine insurance. And last one is other perils. Those type of risk which are not covered on above list, but they may arise at a time of shipment. During this shipment via sea, they are covered under marine insurance. So that is all about today's session. Have a nice day. Goodbye.